But my man can just get separation, and you can tell he puts it all on the line for his guys.
Geno Smith over the middle, crossing is Smith-Njigba, and the rookie gets the first down.
2nd and 9.
In other words, don't try this at home.
He's a big candy eater, daily basis. Geno Smith holds it, throws it, locates his man Smith-Njigba for a first down. That's a BB from Geno Smith for 17 yards.
Geno Smith told us he could take a 2-yard run, turn it into 50. Here's Smith, fires, touchdown! It's Jaxon Smith-Njigba. His first NFL TD.
Smith, screen, Jaxon Smith-Njigba looking for the lead, and redemption for the Seahawks offense. Touchdown, Seahawks lead.
Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson. There's a deep ball, one-on-one coverage. What a nice catch. What a beautiful catch it is by Jaxon Smith.
They got to figure out a way to stay on the field and run more plays.
1 for 12 last week as Smith throws on the cross at Smith-Njigba. There's a first down, banged out of bounds at the Washington 41-yard line.
Smith looking deep for Smith-Njigba. He goes up to get it. What a catch by the rookie. Jordan Fuller on the tackle, but a first down and a gain of 32.
3rd and 9. Geno will put it up top. Twisting. What a catch! Jaxon Smith-Njigba with a 5-star grab.
Lock, end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Yeah,
Smith-Njigba has put the Seahawks on top.
Second time today starting inside their own 5-yard line. Geno from his own end zone throws and completes it. Smith-Njigba up to the 24-yard line. Elijah Molden on the tackle after a gain of 20.
Smith on 3rd down, throws, end zone, touchdown! Jaxon Smith-Njigba.
Carissa knows me too well. I like hearing those scores.
3rd down and 4. Smith to the outside, first down and more. Across midfield and finally taken down inside the 45 is Smith-Njigba. 3rd down and 7. Smith throws and it's complete for a first down across midfield.
Former 2nd-round pick by the Jets. 1st and 10. Forsythe the block. Inside they go. That's caught right there by Smith-Njigba. Cross the block. That's a first down. Smith-Njigba. Chased out of bounds. Holland. Boys come up with some nice catches here.
Big game for Travis Kelce yesterday. His biggest of the year. Here's a little lateral to Charbonnet. That worked. First down, Seattle.
And Thibodeau back on. Smith to the outside. Smith-Njigba on the reception to the 20-yard line. Smith to the end zone. Touchdown. Jaxon Smith-Njigba. His first touchdown of the season.
Meanwhile, Mason has come back onto the sideline for the 49ers. Good news for them. Smith on 2nd and 7 finally finds the open man. Smith-Njigba gets into the action. First time tonight, takes it across the 50. First down. Smith throwing, and against the sideline right there, that is Smith-Njigba.
From the 30, Smith-Njigba looking to throw. He fires downfield. And what a catch! DK Metcalf comes down with it at the Falcons' 35-yard line. Second down at 31. Smith over the top to Jaxon Smith-Njigba. Still on his feet. Takes it out to the 41-yard line. Another flag. Smith goes deep. And it's caught by Smith-Njigba. Empty backfield for the Seahawks. Second and 10. Smith steps up. And now he throws. End zone. Touchdown. Smith-Njigba. Smith throws. And it's caught. Jaxon Smith-Njigba on fourth down makes the catch from the 14 on first down. Smith to the end zone. Smith-Njigba, touchdown.
There was enough for a first down. Smith finds Smith-Njigba. Smith-Njigba inside the 5. First and goal for the Seahawks.
To be a third sack in the last couple of games. Smith underneath to Smith-Njigba, and he's got a lot of real estate in front of him. Good block by Cody White, and it's first down and goal for Seattle on the first big play for either team in this first half. Looking in that direction, to the goal line, Smith-Njigba touchdown.
Hear him saying Richie, he's bringing that tight end in to block up top.
On the right side, R for Richie, here is Smith. Back foot throw, he's able to connect with Jaxon Smith-Njigba, who keeps his feet and works ahead against Taylor Demerson for the first down. Off the fake, Smith steps up, and somehow a layered throw is able to find Jaxon Smith-Njigba. Just a four-man Jets rush. Smith wants to fire downfield. He does. He connects. And it is Jaxon Smith-Njigba who makes a big play. Smith pressured by Williams. Off the back foot for Jaxon Smith-Njigba, who saves his quarterback and saves the drive and takes us to the end of the quarter.
Early mistake from Murray. Seattle looking to take advantage. Ball is inside the 20. Smith deals. End zone. Open. Touchdown. Smith-Njigba with the score. Seahawks take the lead. Third and 10. Rushes on. Smith gets rid of it. Low throw. Handled. Smith-Njigba still going. First down. 24 yards on the hookup.
Flag makes it second and 13. And Gino with a throw, and it's open for Jaxon Smith-Njigba, who has been red hot of late. Into Packer territory at the 48-yard line.
Now he goes empty set. Four-man twist. Smith down the middle for Jaxon Smith-Njigba, and somehow he came down with that ball. Ball's in the red zone. 24 seconds and a timeout. Extra body coming. Geno Smith floats end zone, touchdown. Jaxon Smith-Njigba's in the end zone.
More than 50% of the receiving yards from last year gone. They're having to replace more than any offense. Darnold floats one. Smith-Njigba's loose. Jaxon Smith-Njigba gets behind the rookie Upton Stout for 22.
Against some of these soft 2-minute type shell defenses.
And now throw over the middle, Smith-Njigba.
Now they can go fast. They'll take a timeout. You see McDonald, he raced down the sideline.
With a minute 13, second and 10. Darnold, one-on-one, Smith-Njigba! They went back to Smith-Njigba, and he beat Green. 41 yards to the 14.
Empty set on third down and another slant. Jaxon Smith-Njigba has a first down again. Seattle avoids disaster on third down. Now play action. Shot downfield. Smith-Njigba's got it against Ramsey. Down to the 10-yard line. And a beautiful touch throw by Darnold.
Second down and 10. Pressure coming. Darnold in trouble and still on his feet. Now moving, and he's got a man. Smith-Njigba at the 30. And Smith-Njigba shoved out by Alontae Taylor. Torrey Horton goes in motion on first down and 10. A play fake. Darnold on the move. Darnold throws, and he's got a man. Touchdown! Jaxon Smith-Njigba. His first touchdown of the season.
Darnold. Deep downfield and reaching back is Smith-Njigba. Looking back, pulls it in along the sideline. The kill shot there on a 3rd and 6, 36 yards.
What's better, the throw or the stutter and go? What a route by Jaxon Smith-Njigba, able to run away from Max Melton. But heck, Jason Myers, rather. You get inside of 45, you give him a shot.
2nd and 10. Darnold to the sideline, caught and getting out of bounds. Smith-Njigba, but they say no.
And Smith-Njigba on the move, and Charbonnet will remain with a line drive. Caught, touchdown! Working on Vildor. From last season, if you can believe that, to this. 2nd down 2. Fake to Walker. Look at the time. Going deep, and he's got him! Smith-Njigba! What a catch! Beating Winfield. Oh, what a beauty. 52 yards. And they need the 27. Darnold again. Caught. Smith-Njigba right by McCollum. Has the first. 1st and 10. Clock is ticking. Blocked by Walker. Darnold whacked as he throws. Caught. Smith-Njigba. He's all over the place.
Darnold straight drop, floating one, and toward the sideline at the 45. Jaxon Smith-Njigba, and yes, he kept his feet in, hoping to cross midfield for the first time, trailing 6-0. Fake to Charbonnet, stepping up is Darnold, and Sam floats one open is Smith-Njigba, and he will glide to about the 21-yard line of Jacksonville. So Walker's available there, Trayvon Walker, but just hasn't been very active as Darnold sets to throw. And floating one down the middle. And Smith-Njigba has it. Touchdown Seahawks. Of the division. Playing well on the road as they have under Mike McDonald. That pass is caught. Jaxon Smith-Njigba, he's worked that sideline so well.
2 scores. The way the offense is playing in this environment could be trouble. And right for the end zone. And scoring and dunking is Jaxon Smith-Njigba. Flags down afterward for the celebration. Defenses, neither side has converted a 3rd down yet. Both are 0 for 4. Darnold delivers a throw to the sidelines, and there is the first 3rd down conversion. Jaxon Smith-Njigba found some room there, picked up 19. Defense right back out there. Darnold dropped it to Smith-Njigba. Oh, what a throw. No. What a play. Darnold out quickly. Slant. Look out. Smith-Njigba darts free. Almost broke it. Anderson stopped the touchdown, but they moved the sticks again. Pick up 19.
No gain, leaves it 3rd and 5. Washington needs a play. Darnold finds it. First down, Smith-Njigba. And on the move after the catch to the 39-yard line. He would enter the chat with a national TV game like this. He stays perfect. Smith-Njigba to the 44-yard line, gain of 20 against Pete Carroll's team. 2nd and 3. Darnold throwing sideline. Smith-Njigba's got it.
Walker the back, opening drive, 1st and 10. They began back at the 35. The fake to Walker, who offers a block. And then going deep and looking inside the court. Smith-Njigba with the grab. What a catch. 43-yard touchdown strike. Working on Thompson.
Want a team to throw the ball as well as Seattle has, that you should allow them to do it.
Quickly outside, Smith-Njigba, stiff arm to get through Durant, tiptoes the sideline, and Jaxon Smith-Njigba has gone from good to really good.
You draft a young offensive lineman like Zabel, because he's about as good as a young lineman we've seen in years.
Here's the fade, looking downfield for Smith-Njigba, who plucked it with one hand. JSN.
Right on cue. There's the first deep ball connection of the game against Darius Williams outside. And tell you what, they're the best deep ball connection in the league coming into today's game, and they finally cracked.
27 right there.
Set that they've brought in.
Darnold with time, going up top for Jaxon Smith-Njigba, drops it in the bucket, and he will backpedal for a touchdown. What a throw. What a catch.
And clean up some of our pre-snap issues.
Yeah, 0 for 2 in the red zone. Now 1 for 6 the last game and a half for Seattle. Darnold on first down. Flushed, finds Smith-Njigba. Another big play. Jaxon Smith-Njigba still on his feet and finally out of bounds at the 20-yard line of Tennessee.
And now getting back to some of those explosive pass plays.
On 2nd and 4, play action. Darnold to the end zone. Smith-Njigba with his second touchdown of the day. 13 yards, and Seattle storms down the field to grab 6 out of the locker room. In the second half, 2nd and 11. Darnold over the middle. Jaxon Smith-Njigba on the run. Breaks a tackle. He'll take it all the way in for a Seattle touchdown. Darnold on 3rd down. Pressure comes to the end zone. It's Jaxon Smith-Njigba for the 2nd time today with a touchdown. Darnold has time, and he's got Smith-Njigba at the 45 and out of bounds around midfield. 3rd down and 3. Darnold over the middle. He's got Smith-Njigba. Smith-Njigba inside the 20 and out of bounds. They needed a big play, and they go to their star wide receiver for 28 yards. Rivers watching as Darnold operates the Seattle offense. Play action. Darnold steps up, throws on the run, and he's got a man. Smith-Njigba breaks free. Smith-Njigba down the sideline and pushed out of bounds by Bynum. The Colts could not get Smith-Njigba to the ground, and he makes them pay for 39 yards.
Even though he was a young receiver at that time.
It's you, the old Buckeye. What about you? Want to bring Chris Carter's name into it? 2nd down and 15. Pass is caught. Oh, well, you knew sooner or later he had to grab one, and he does.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's incredible. And he was the next Johnny Unitas for 3 years. That pass is caught. Smith-Njigba is taken down at the 38-yard line. From the 39-yard line. Play action. Scramble. Throwing along the sideline. Smith-Njigba, did he make it inbound? The officials look at each other, and he does. Darnold, play fake, looks, throws, caught! Smith-Njigba.
Line it up at the 30. Single setback Walker. Fake the handoff, bootleg for Darnold. Looking downfield, Darnold. Perfectly placed Smith-Njigba.
Low snap, Darnold. Jaxon Smith-Njigba, nice move. Broke a tackle, and another still going down the sideline, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 37.
2nd and goal. Fake. Darnold. Looking, firing, end zone. It is caught! Touchdown! Jaxon Smith-Njigba.
3rd and short. George Halani checks into the game in the backfield, subbing for Charbonnet. Fake it to him. Darnold rolling, looking, throwing. Oh, did he keep it in bounds? He did! Come on! Smith-Njigba, just terrific.
Watch him coming from the other side of the field. They boot to the left, and Darnold puts it just out there. And why do you need two hands when you got one? That's like a...
Pressure, Darnold launching deep, going down there, it's caught, and hanging on is Smith-Njigba.
Yeah, all about the route. Gets the safety turned around. Cam Curl, he just nods to the outside, then Curl kind of goes to the pylon. That's the indicator that Darnold needs, just to lay the ball up. When he runs his route, it's really hard for any defensive back to get a beat on what he's doing.
Darnold looking at him again. Some pressure, though. Hit as he throws. Man open. Guess who? Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Seattle. That's Jaxon Smith-Njigba in motion. They're going to throw it to him, as you said. Gets a block and a good one. Smith-Njigba down to the 20. You said every time he's in the backfield, they're going to throw it to him, and they did.
Darnold first down throw here on the swag. Jaxon Smith-Njigba. First time in space. That's his 8th target, but only 2nd catch of the game.